Welcome back to Basketball Family, y'all boys. It's me, Casey, with the vibes.
It's your boy, Baby Glee.
Yes,
I know
sir.
we've been gone for a while, bro, but we back at it. We're gonna be grinding and we ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna talk about the number one seeds. Both number one seeds are in trouble. Who would have thought? Definitely broke my bracket.
Especially Orlando.
Let's get into it.
I be dripping everywhere, pussy bitches everywhere. I'm tasting paper. If you rob me, you can't find them anywhere. Cinderella bitch like she just came right out of fairy tale. Ain't no worries, he ain't gotta know and she will never tell.
First things first, Basketball Family. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe.
You have to hit the notification bell. You know that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let's get into it. First seeds, Bucks, Lakers. Who's in more trouble?
I think the Lakers, because the Blazers have a better chance of beating them than Orlando has to beat the Bucks.
Yeah, it's definitely like a better matchup in size with the Blazers.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you saw them the other night, it was Whiteside, Nurkic on the floor, Carmelo guarding
In the
LeBron.
paint, yeah.
And that's two of the best big man defenders in the league.
I mean, to me, Orlando doesn't really have a chance to beat the Bucks because they only have one star, Vucevic.
Yeah.
And then, other than that, who do they really have?
Nobody really. It's a bunch of just role
Hey, look,
players.
Vucevic had to drop 35. He had to have a perfect game to beat them once.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be dropping 35 every game. But the Blazers, on the other hand, their offensive power is insane.
Yeah.
Obviously, they don't play a lot of defense. But if you score in 100 points to like 120 every other game, you're going to win. Most likely.
I mean, they did play defense against the Lakers last night, but the Lakers...
They were just missing shots.
Danny Green, Caldwell Pope, both of them were just missing like wide open threes over and over again. Kuzma has to come off the bench. He did all right, but he has to come off the bench really being like that third option. Otherwise, Lakers are not gonna make it to the finals.
I mean, to me, the biggest reason why the Blazers are more of a problem is because the Lakers are just not hitting shots.
Yeah.
They're not hitting shots, and they really miss Bradley.
Avery Bradley, and even Rondo. They need that guard action because all they have is Caruso.
Yeah.
Danny Green and Caldwell Pope, like we said.
And the thing is, for like LeBron's usage rate is too high right now. He's like playing like a Harden, Westbrook type role. Like
I feel like he has to go back to his roots and just be that aggressive LeBron.
But the
put
thing
his head
is,
down, get to the paint.
He can't do that when he's the only facilitator on the team.
You're right, yeah.
Because
that's what I was saying watching the game. I was like, somebody else needs to get the ball to LeBron's hands and facilitate, make a play.
He's the one facilitating for everybody. Look, he has 16 assists. He should have had 25 easily. How many shots did Danny Green? KCP didn't even score. Wait, he scored 1 point, but he went like 0 for 9 from the field. You can't win like that, bro.
From what I saw on the game, I feel like I still got Lakers in 6. I feel like Portland will win another game. Not back to back, but I feel like Portland will win another game in the series. But I just feel like LeBron and his legacy, he can't lose first round. You lose first round, especially in a year like this where Kobe passed away, RIP. It's just not a good look on your legacy at all.
I don't think the Lakers are gonna lose, but they're gonna have a lot of problems with the Blazers. It could even go to 7. I said 6, but it could go to 7 games. I think the Lakers are still gonna pull it off. LeBron is not gonna lose to Portland.
He can't. If he does, I'm gonna have just a whole day of 24-hour silence because I have to process that in my head. LeBron losing first round. It's never happened before.
I mean, it's like one thing too. Dame time. This man, Damian Lillard. I've been saying this since last year. This man been going off. He hits the craziest shots I've seen. The only other person that hits shots like him is Curry. Yeah.
Somebody brought up to me an argument. It was this is off topic, but it was Dame versus Kyrie, and just based off this season alone, I'm gonna say Dame because he's carried his team like no other point guard I've seen done in a long time.
Yeah, he's been carrying the Blazers for a long time now.
He literally willed his team into the playoffs. Like they weren't supposed to be in the playoffs this year.
They weren't. And the thing is, to me, like for Orlando, they're not gonna have Vucevic dropping 35 to 40 points every game. So that's why I wouldn't think they would win.
For that series, I originally had Bucks in 4, sweet, but I'm gonna say Bucks are gonna go ahead and win the next 4 games.
One thing too, shout out to Markelle Fultz. I seen you balling out there.
Yeah.
Like he hit a 3. He was hitting floaters, layups.
Ever since he's been on the Magic, he's been a little better than he was.
I think
especially shooting.
I think for him, it was like the pressure of being like number 1 overall pick, and the fit wasn't right. Imagine him that he can't really shoot with Simmons, Embiid, and Horford.
It wasn't a good fit.
I think it's a good thing for him to go to Orlando. But like Orlando, I don't really think they have a chance. I think the Bucks are gonna win the next 4 games. Yeah. But the Blazers, Lakers, it could go to 6 or 7. That's what I think.
I just can't see LeBron losing first round, like I said, but I also can't see Damian getting swept or losing 4 games in a row.
Obviously they're not gonna get swept now that they won a game.
But I just can't see Damian losing 4 games in a row. He's too much of a dog.
It's the same thing with like Vucevic. Like Lillard would have to drop 40 every single game.
But Lillard is a bad motherfucker.
No,
he can do it. He can do it. That's what scares me.
This is the thing though, like I just hope at some point LeBron is like, let me guard this man. I hope he does that.
But he has to turn on that Mamba mentality, that killer instinct, and put his team on his back like we've seen him do before.
But this is the thing though, like you always seen him like with the Heat or with the Cavs. He always had a second player that was playmaking. He had Wade or he had Kyrie. Even though Kyrie's an ISO scorer, he can still make plays. He can still like take the pressure off him, right? Who's taking the pressure off LeBron? KCP gonna bring the ball up?
It's really LeBron has all the pressure in his hands, and then especially when Anthony Davis is having a bad shooting night, like he displayed the other night, it's a recipe for a loss.
To me, he's not being aggressive enough. Like it's the same thing that people criticize Embiid for, like go in the paint.
Davis?
Go in the paint and attack. I know you can shoot the mid range.
He's been settling for too many threes. He's playing like a 7-foot guard.
And the thing is,
it's okay, but it's not good when you're playing against teams like Portland.
Like normally, like LeBron. Remember when like he had Chris Bosh, he had Kevin Love. He made them more of spot-up shooters. He's not telling AD be a spot-up shooter. He's giving him the ball.
He's saying go to work, go score.
But here's the thing: he always, when he faces up, he's always trying to shoot the mid range. Get in the paint and attack.
Yeah, attack. Even if you gotta draw the foul, you get your rhythm. You gotta get to the line. Do what you gotta do.
He's a good free throw shooter, so he should just keep attacking and go to the foul line. Like, look, he had like 18 attempts, right?
Yeah.
The other day. But he should be having like 25 to 30 attempts.
Yeah.
None of them can guard him. Like who has a chance to guard him?
Anthony Davis is probably the best power forward in the league right now. He that game one he didn't play like it at all. He settled for too many shots. One
thing too, to me, he has to play the center, bro. He has to bang down low. Like I seen with McGee and Dwight, they didn't really have the spacing they needed. Like because they can't shoot, so they're gonna be in the paint. That's making making it harder for LeBron to score.
I think it was another a good like display in Portland because they seen that Lakers are playing big. They went to play big, and then it was kind of like it got physical, and Lakers wanted to stay playing big, which kind of hurt the Lakers.
But why did the Blazers go big? Because they have McGee and what's his name? Davis or Howard and Davis.
And they had Howard in early, and Howard was creating like mismatch and physicality problems.
But if they had Davis at the center, they will be Nurkic guarding him every time.
Yeah.
So
that's what they gotta do.
That's all you gotta do. You gotta bang down low. You gotta be physical.
And
you gotta be physical.
Bottom line, they just gotta hit their shots. Danny Green, I hope you was in the gym. Caldwell Pope, I hope you was in the gym.
Pope was even worse.
I hope y'all boys was practicing
Caruso was broke too.
They need shooters. Next time I see them play, I want to see them make their threes. That's what they need.
They better turn it around with this shooting because if they play Houston in the second round, I'm sorry, bro. I think the Lakers
Houston's gonna go out there and shoot 63s a game,
bro. And if they hitting more than the Lakers, if the Lakers breaking the way they are and Anthony Davis is not aggressive, it's over. It's over.
But y'all drop it in the comments again. Who do y'all think is in more trouble, the Bucks or the Lakers? Tell us why. Drop it in the comments.
And who has a chance to upset?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe.
Hit the notification bell. We out.
Thank you for watching.